Hey, welcome back. I have Karen and Eric from Chez Pierre, one of the most famous French restaurants in the state of Florida, and I'm going to actually put them to work right now. Okay, we got more and more to do. Eric, we have a puff pastry here, and I'm sure you've worked with it before.
A little bit.
So we're going to flour this out, and I need you to spread that out about almost double in size. Karen, you have the mandolin, you know, my little gadget thing here.
Yep.
Take the melon baller, which I've been using in the last couple shows, and take that out. And I want you to give me some really pretty slices. Eric, we need to get 4. That's very good. You look like you've done this before.
One time.
We need to get 4. 1, 2. No, you need to go a little bit wider.
A little bit more.
And she is. Watch your hand.
Yeah, I'm being careful.
Be careful.
There we go.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, Eric. We want you to cut 4. Now, this is so easy that you can do this at home. We want you to cut 4, what do you call these in French? Just a basic, your basic tart?
Yeah, a basic tart. Tartatin or...
Tart tatin? Okay, make me 4
that.
of those. And you got the... Oh, yeah, we want some nectarine also. Just be careful with your hand. And this is a great summertime fruit. Now, do you two go to France very often?
Absolutely, about once a year.
Once a year we go back visit my family in the south, yeah.
Do you speak French, Karen?
I do, out of self-defense.
Well, I bet. Now, how long have you two been married?
Since 1985.
And you listen to this. They live together and work together, and they're both working with knives at the moment, and I'm right in the middle. Okay. Now, let me get this pan out of here, because we have the oven on 425 degrees. Now, put these on here. Those look really good, Eric. You think we can get 4 on there?
I think so.
Okay. Now, what my little trick is, and I know every region in France has it, in the pantry that I always use, we have the ginger snap cookies, and I'm going to use these on the bottom of each tart, and they give it a really nice flavor because you know what? I like to just keep using the same ingredients over and over again. You know that's how important in a restaurant, isn't it? It's very important in a restaurant.
People do it a lot at home, too.
Well, that's the secret to it. So we're going to put these down, and we're going to get Karen to start decorating these. And I know you know what they are, Karen, but Eric, is there a terminology that we're going to decorate these around like that?
It's like a rosette.
A rosette?
A rosette is a good word.
Okay. So we have, Karen, you're going to do 2 pear and 2 nectarine.
Okay.
Eric, we're going to get started on the coquille Saint Jacques. And you know what? I had never been a great scallop lover. Are you?
I love scallops.
Well, this recipe I just fell in love with. So we're going to blanch these. I'm going to put about a half a cup of white wine in here. And you do see some butter in the pan because on the recipe, I thought I was to put the butter in first. But just, you know, this is Capital Edition. I do make mistakes. And I'm sure Eric makes mistakes too.
Every day.
So we're going to get this boiling.
Yep.
And what we're going to do is we're going to blanch the scallops, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then we're going to drain this out and reserve the juice, the wine, and then we're going to make a roux with the butter. Exactly. Tell them what that does, because we're going to put the juice back in.
So what it is with the juice, it has all the flavor of the scallop with a little bit of white wine. So
what kind of wine?
White wine.
White wine.
White wine.
Sorry. A little bit of white wine, and it gives such a strong flavor. White wine. We'll drink some after. But, so you keep this juice with all this aroma to do your sauce.
Okay, now you need to brush these with some melted butter. And what I have here, these are the tiny little bay scallops. Now, if you can't find bay scallops where you live, you can do the sea scallops and cut them in quarters or dice them. And these are about the size of a dime.
And they are sweet.
They are so sweet. That's why I love this, because I've thought always with the scallops, I guess maybe I've had scallops, and you know, in the restaurant, have people ever told you the scallops are tough or something like that?
Never at Chez Pierre.
Oh.
Listen to that.
Listen to her. Oh, la, la.
Keep doing.
Okay, what we're going to be doing is we're going to just be poaching these off for about 1 minute. And when we come back, we're going to, well, actually, we're going to put the tarts in the oven. Karen's going to put the tarts in the oven. We're going to poach these off for 1 minute. We're going to strain them, and we're going to finish the coquille Saint Jacques. And I'm going to come back, and I'm going to dish with these two because they got a lot to say from Chez Pierre. Don't go away. Hey, welcome back. I have Karen and Eric from Chez Pierre. Great French restaurant. We're doing our little French vacation today, and we're going to start finishing off the coquille Saint Jacques. Yeah. So, Eric, what do? We poach the scallops?
Well, they're being poached for a few minutes with a bay leaf. Then we're going to drain them. I recuperate all the flavor and the juice. Then
Okay, let's
I
get
can
this,
put
because you're going to make the,
can
I'll go and strain these. You're going to do
I'm going to do the roux.
the roux.
I take some melted butter.
This is melted butter.
Melted
It's
butter.
about 3/4 of a stick of butter. Karen is going to be grating Gruyere cheese. We need about a cup of Gruyere.
Okay.
And I put the cheese in the freezer so it grates easier.
Great, thank you.
Now,
A little bit of flour.
tell me how much,
Go
Eric.
for it. A little bit
This
more.
is about a 1/4 cup.
Approximately, yeah. There we go with a whisk to make your life easier.
He's whisking that into a roux, and a roux is what holds
And
the
you can-
sauce together. This is really a white wine buttered cheese sauce, correct?
Voila, yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I'm going to take out
Okay.
the bay leaf.
That is good.
Okay, now you want to strain. Is that okay?
That is perfect, that.
We're going to put
Now,
the
put the-
juice back in. Got one little baby scallop in there.
One little one. Then it becomes very onctuous, liquid, a little bit thick, but it's beautiful texture.
What he said, how do you understand this guy?
Oh, yeah.
What he said was, this is going to be a thick liquid.
Well, now a little bit of cream of
A little bit of cream. We have about a 1/2 cup of light cream here.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be good. Karen, how
That
are
is
the tarts
enough.
doing?
Let
Is
me
that
check
enough?
for you.
Now, you have a bunch of events all year long at the restaurant, don't you? I've been to some of them, and they're lots of fun, especially the jazz. And in the summertime, you have stuff like,
Oh, like Bastille Day and all sorts of festivals and jazz. If you want to know more, you can go to Chez Pierre's
No.
website, which is chezpierre.com. You can even sign up for our email newsletter if you'd like.
and you're going to let them know that you're on Capital Dish, correct?
Yes.
Absolutely, of
Okay.
course.
Now we're going to take the scallops. Do we have enough cheese? I think we're going to need more cheese.
Okay.
You
And
know
I
what?
fold them.
You're going to fold them in. Let me take some of that out of
Take
there.
that.
Let's take that out. And then we're going to take this Gruyere, which is shredded, and you're going to
Shredded, you say?
shredded.
Oh, okay.
I tell you.
He has a strong
Now,
accent.
it is a tough crowd here today. Now, if someone was going to go to France
Yeah.
for their vacation for real, what would you say say they go in for a week, see 2 cities, go to Paris, go to the coast, or if they're there for a weekend, do they stay right in the center of Paris?
Well, it all depends.
Let me
I think
take that for you.
staying right in Paris, a beautiful Paris, an extraordinary city with so much museum and attraction.
Great
But
food.
Here.
But if you have a
Thank
little more
you.
time, it's nice to drop
Oh, you
down
know
to
what?
the
Wait,
coast.
Eric. Let's do this. I got a bigger spoon here for you.
I know that.
And
Here we go.
when are you going next?
We'll be going a little later on this fall, and we typically go into Provence, which is where Eric's family is from.
Oh boy, that sounds like a lot of fun.
We think they have some of the best food.
Well,
we really like that.
if anybody has any questions about going to Paris, you need to stop by Chez Pierre and ask them. Okay, we need to get going here now because we got to stick these in the oven. So let's,
There we
Karen, why
go.
don't you top these off? And we're going to come back. We are going to be doing the sorbet terrine. It's very easy. We're going to get through it really quick. We're going to dress up the asparagus salad. We're going to bring out the tarts. The
And voila.
coquille Saint-Jacques should be done. And it's our little trip to Paris without ever leaving home. So don't go away, and we'll be right back. Let's
Bon
put these in the
appetit.
oven. Bon appetit. Thank you very much. Welcome back to Capital Dish. It has been a fabulous treat with my friends from Chez Pierre. We went to France today without leaving the Capital Dish kitchen. Let me tell you what we made. We have a Dijon vinaigrette asparagus salad that Eric was fabulous. I never had it before. We have our fruit tarts. We have our coquille Saint-Jacques. We have some wonderful pouilly foussé, which is a white burgundy from the Wine Warehouse. Have you ever been there?
Absolutely.
Best
Absolutely.
prices in town. Go to their website, winewarehouses.com. We have our Anheuser-Busch. Karen and Eric brought this, the appletini. Wonderful. They serve them in the restaurant, so make sure you ask them for the appletini. If you want to take a trip to France and you need some financing, go to Wakulla Bank, friendliest bank in town. They're FDIC approved, an equal opportunity lender, and it's a perfect place to go for a trip. And I want to thank you, Santé.
Thank you. Santé et bon appetit.
Thank you for
Au
joining
revoir.
us on Capital Dish. It's been a great trip to France with my friends Karen and Eric, and don't miss another episode of Capital Dish. You can win the flowers from Esposito's. Go to scott@capitaldish.info, and you're going to win this wonderful dinner table display. And we also have a prize of the kitchen calculator, and you can win that
I
too.
can win.
You can't win that. You're a guest.
Well, then I'll go to Great Chefs on Tharp.
Go to Great Chefs and get that. Okay, this has been a great time. I've had a
you.
wonderful time. Here's a toast
Oh,
to France.
Santé.
Santé, and I'll see you next week.